Sessions is not under criminal investigation for perjury allegedly committed during his confirmation hearing. But ABC News reports that former FBI official Andrew McCabe investigated whether Sessions did tell the truth about his contacts with Russia. Sessions fired McCabe last week for what the FBI called his own lack of candor. Let's get into all of this with Wall Street Journal reporter Kim Strassel, Democratic strategist and attorney Scott Bolden, and Saul Weisenberg, who was deputy independent counsel in the Bill Clinton Whitewater investigation. Great to see all of you.
Good evening.
Kim, let's start with you on this. This is wild. So we got McCabe, who reportedly was investigating or wanted to investigate Jeff Sessions for what he said about his contacts with the Russians. This took a wild turn today.
Yeah, well, isn't it a coincidence that this story leaks just as you have a number of Senate Democrats that are trying to revive this whole argument that they made months ago that Sessions misled them? Of course, that was a bunch of nonsense. He was very honest that he had forgotten that he bumped into a Russian ambassador at some event, that he misspoke. But now we find out that at the bequest of two Democratic senators, the FBI went so far as to investigate whether or not Sessions had lied in front of Congress, which is astonishing to think that the FBI was doing this.
Now, Saul Weisenberg, I want to go to you here. When I first heard this story today, I said, this is like, we're now on a completely different planet. I mean, this is the deputy FBI director investigating Sessions on a, I guess, perjury, lack of candor, and then he gets fired for the same thing. What is your pulse on this now, given what Chuck Cooper, Sessions' lawyer, said today?
I am absolutely appalled by this. Laura, this is, to me, the most scandalous thing I've ever talked about on your show. There are three big stories here. There are three big parts of this. First, as Kim said, it's highly unusual for something like this to happen. Administration officials from both parties go before Congress all the time. They make misstatements. They're accused by the other side of perjury. There's almost never an investigation. There wasn't an investigation opened of Eric Holder when he made false statements about the Fast and Furious investigation, and I don't think he was perjuring himself. There wasn't even an investigation of Jim Clapper when he said the NSA didn't collect data, and everybody knows he was intentionally lying. So that's the first thing. That's highly unusual. The second thing is Andrew McCabe, by the time he opened this investigation, was already toxic. He had already been outed by the Wall Street Journal for his role in the Clinton investigation and had already been forced to recuse himself. And then months later, after all of that, he doesn't recuse himself. This Clinton person affiliated with, his wife is affiliated with Clinton cronies, doesn't recuse himself and himself opens an investigation. I got to tell you something. I want your viewers to know this. This isn't talk show BS. This doesn't happen. This is highly unusual. It is highly corrupt in my view. The third thing that I don't want people to forget is that Chuck Cooper, Jeff Sessions' lawyer, doesn't lie. And he made it very clear. Bob Mueller has told him Jeff Sessions is not under investigation anymore. He was spoken to. He is not considered to be under investigation for perjury, which is good because the whole concept of it is, as Kim said, preposterous. So this is actually, to me, an amazing story, and you would have to know how the DOJ works and FBI works to know how totally improper and unusual this is.
Scott Bolden.